Good morning, Monday morning coffee with Josh Crew. Hope you guys had a great hot weekend. I would have, except for all three of my fantasy football teams lost this week. Well, one of them was actually my real team, the Steelers. But besides the point, it was a beautiful weekend. And today my little puppy, Z, had his first birthday on this sweet green earth that we call America. And I hope we have many more years where he matures and becomes better and listens more. But we're all here not to hear about my weekend and how good or not good, or how my dog is doing. But we are here to talk about coffee. So today I bring you Adventure Joe's Peruvian Dark Roast Coffee. It is a dark French roast with smoky notes, with hints of chocolate and a smooth finish. Let's give her a try. Gee golly, that is a smooth cup of coffee. Fills your mouth with its smoky, chocolatey goodness. It feels like there's no escaping it as it slips out the backside, down. Feels so smooth, like an otter with a smooth pebble on its belly, cracking open an oyster. It's a weird description, but it is a very good coffee, and I would say it's a 9 out of 10. Possibly a 10. But it's bottom shelf coffee at a high-end price. So if you're into that, and into the smoothness of Adventure Joe's Peruvian Dark Roast, I would highly recommend it. Flipping the page to our next chapter of MMC, I'm coming at you with the idea of stick-to-itness. I wrote a quick little post about it last week, about the idea of when we decide to do something new, a lot of times we don't stick with it long enough to see if it actually works or to actually see the results of it. So meaning we judge too quickly and say this doesn't work before it would have worked. Or we throw it out too quickly because we're like, oh, it's not working well enough. And maybe it didn't, but you don't give it enough time to really fully see if this is something worth continuing or not. And so in the example, a lot of people will pick up starting a healthier lifestyle, making dietary changes. And again, last week we kind of talked about lateral moves. Well, in this case, it could be a lateral move where I start it and I see a little bit of results, but they're not as big as I would like them to be, so I stop it altogether and I lose any progress. Or I start out a workout routine and I've done it for 3 or 4 weeks and I haven't seen anything move. And so I throw it out before. If I would have waited maybe another 6 weeks, or 2 weeks for a total of 6, I might have actually started to see results. And so when we decide to set out to do something to make us better, we can't just assume quick results. A lot of things out there promise that, like weight loss pills and supplements, diuretics, 28-day programs, and this and that will get short-term results that also result in not a long-term plan, so gaining what you lost in that short period of time back. Whereas smaller goals and smaller changes will lead to longer results, but you have to stick with it and trust the process. And that is the hardest part, because we all want it now. We all want the weight loss, we want the healthier blood numbers, whatever you want, whatever you're comparing, we all want it now. We want it yesterday. And so you got to realize when you decide to make a small change or a big change or any change, it needs to be one that you're going to plan to stick with for the long run. And that's where you're going to see the best results. Now, if you stick with something for 4 weeks and there is no results, then yeah, one or two things is happening. You were lying to yourself and not doing it, or you were doing it and there wasn't any results, and that's a waste of time. And you should stop doing it. So just to wrap everything up, if you make a change, you should at least stick with it for 4 to 6 weeks. Let it actually have enough time to actually have a noticeable change or lack thereof with you giving your full effort to it. And by doing this, you'll more quickly find which changes are right for you, and by also sticking with it. Sorry, it's really smoky in here for some reason. Sounds dangerous, but probably my breakfast is burning. But yeah, so in the end, set a goal, stick with it for at least a 4 to 6 week period of time, and then judge for yourself if it's worth that going forward. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'm always available to reach more in private at josh@joshwilliamsfitness.com. And as always, please feel free to check my website out at joshwilliamsfitness.com. And I'll be posting a new post about change and the steps to change to make it easier for you in the next couple days. Bye.